The YouTuber business model is a viable option for producing journalism, especially long-form journalism. At least that's what I'm arguing in this video. I'm going to talk about what the YouTuber business model is, the people who are currently using it, and also why I think it's a good option for producing journalism. In my research, I've interviewed a number of serious YouTubers, including 3 ex-mainstream journalists. When I say serious YouTubers, what I'm talking about are YouTubers that regularly publish on serious topics, politics, society, or economics. The YouTuber business model can be used to produce journalism, though there's more to it than simply uploading videos to YouTube. The videos need to be uploaded for YouTube. This is a fundamental principle. This business model is increasingly being used to fund journalism. It's being used now. It's not a hypothetical. Key elements of this business model include diversified revenue streams and YouTuber presentation styles and production norms. A diversified income is a prominent feature of this business model. According to my interviewees, YouTube is generally unpredictable and unreliable when it comes to AdSense revenue. The bulk of the revenue comes through audience contributions, usually through Patreon, or sometimes through some kind of Patreon alternative like Substack. In-video sponsorships are also an important part of the revenue mix. And it's interesting to see how YouTubers deal with editorial independence when it comes to in-video sponsors. But that's a topic for another video. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd want to hear about. Merchandise is another revenue stream, though it's generally a minor one. The presentation style is a major part of this business model. Generally, there's one presenter talking to the camera. The rest of the team is generally hidden most of the time. Speaking to the camera is quite casual, natural, and the clothing that people wear is casual. This is deliberate, and it helps to create a feeling of authenticity with the viewers, and it helps to build trust. Let me know in the comments if my presentation style is creating a sense of authenticity and trust. Other things worth mentioning are production style and editing techniques. These include low-budget backgrounds such as bookshelves, bisexual lighting, jump cuts, zoom cuts, explicit calls to action. Have you liked this video yet? Comment below. Make sure you subscribe. A professional YouTuber goes out of their way to avoid looking like polished corporate media. That's important. The YouTuber business model is already being adopted by journalists, people who were trained as journalists and worked as journalists in mainstream big news organizations. Here we have Michael West and John Cadogan. Between them, they have decades of experience in mainstream news media across print, TV, and radio. For many years now, they've adopted the YouTuber presentation norms for their independent journalism. Here, Cadogan emphasizes authenticity and its importance for audience connections. This theme of authenticity has come up in all of my interviews. He also gives insight into just how big an audience independent journalists can get on YouTube. Michael West prioritizes YouTube. His YouTube videos get up to 4 times the eyeballs than articles on his news website. Of course, the YouTuber business model is naturally being used by traditional YouTubers, many of which are increasingly producing journalism or adopting journalism practices. There is a convergence happening where journalists and YouTubers, serious YouTubers, are kind of evolving towards each other, towards creating a new journalism format. So why the YouTuber business model for journalism? For one, there is an audience demand for this type of journalism. Also, there's serious profit potential when the diversified revenue stream is applied. So if a small news media outlet is struggling financially, what's stopping them from adopting the YouTuber business model? Also, the overall market for news video consumption online is increasing, as we can see in the Digital News Media Report for Australia. Interestingly, we can see that some in major news organizations are taking the YouTuber presentation style seriously, even if they can't fully embrace the business model. Here is Media Bytes as an example. The set is less corporate looking, the mode of address is more casual, and the camera isn't even locked down on a tripod. So what do you think? Should more mainstream journalists adopt the YouTuber presentation style for YouTube content? Should regional or local news organizations adopt the YouTuber business model? Leave a comment below. Thanks for listening.